and welcome back to Let's Play EarthBound. Last time we got through the Caves of Wanted and reached our first Your Sanctuary location, and this time we've made it to Tucson and are going to explore a little bit more before setting up. So this is the Polestar Preschool, which is where Paula apparently works. Sadly, she's not here right now. Where is she? Who knows? But if we come up to this room, we can find a teddy bear inside. Like I said before, teddy bears act as sort of decoy party members. They can't do anything, but they can take a hit for you. So that's always appreciated. They do take up an inventory slot, so keep that in mind. By the way, we need the receiver phone in the inventory, I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. Well, I wanted to play with Paula, but she's gone somewhere. When I grew up, I wanted to be just like Paula. Paula's like mother to me. You may not be able to comprehend my emotions. I might have a baby face, but I possess the mind of an adult. I beg your pardon. Whistle, whistle anywhere. It makes me smile all the while. Paula's mother. I'm busy taking care of these kids. You shouldn't worry about Paula. She has a guardian angel, it seems. Part of me wonders if the guardian angel is actually us. And if so, that's weird. A little bit. But hey, psychic powers, that makes sense. So, this is not where we need to go. And this is bad. Unassuming local guys opening attacks, so see to the teddy bear. I kinda was hoping to manage to preserve the teddy bear for a little bit longer than this, but you can also buy them at the department store. And I was actually gonna buy a second one, because quite frankly, this next area we need to go through is a little bit difficult. Just a teensy bit difficult. In fact, I am actually level 15 now. That is how difficult this can be. So yes, I am overprepared, but this area will be bad, so I wanted to be pretty dang ready for it. Butterfly, don't really need it though. We didn't actually take damage. The teddy bear took damage. I don't think you can actually restore the health of the teddy bear, as far as I'm aware. But then again, what do I know? I'm no expert on EarthBound. So, EarthBound is an interesting game from the standpoint of basically being America, the video game. It's sort of satirical. It's generally seen though as that Eagle Land, because of bald eagles, is seen as a parody of America. I think there's like a world map at some point, and it looks like America, but I don't quite remember that. I'm trying to remember where you actually get teddy bears, because I do know you can actually buy them, I think, in this town. But I can't remember. No. Return something? Huh. Okay. I know you can buy equipment somewhere here. The music is really good in this game. It really is. A lot of the music is from the first game though, so yeah. Okay, here it is, I think. There we go. I don't have any money. Whoops. But then again, we actually do need to come back to town. We need to go to the next area, then loop back. So we don't need to actually worry about it for now. We can just kind of keep moving. Yeah, I'm just kind of listening to the music because I like it. It's weird. I'm not really feeling like saying a whole lot because I just want to listen to this. Now I'm trying to remember, do we need to go into the Runaway 5 show to get to the next area, or do we just go forward? I could've sworn... Huh. Okay. Because my memory of this part of the game is a little bit fuzzy, so I'm trying to remember if we actually go to the Runaway 5 show now, or if we wait till later. Happy Village ahead. So, yes, we need to go this way. Cool. This is to Happy Village, our next stop, and we have to go through a really difficult level though. Peaceful Rest Valley, which is really not true. It is extremely not true. I'm gonna duck out and then duck back in. And voila, he moved. I mean, I'm still gonna fight him, but he moved a little bit, so that helped. Mobile Sprout, he actually attacked Nest, which I guess is actually not a bad thing, all things considered. $133 experience. It's pretty good. I used invincibility frames to get behind the enemy. A little bit cheap, but hey, it works. Yes, I'm basically using auto battle for most regular battles because it's not actually necessary to have that many PSI moves in use at this point in the game. Humdy dum dum dum. I'm hunting for mushrooms. I'm going to collect a ton. What do you have to say? This is actually kind of late game, so I'm actually curious. Okay, you may have noticed that when you hit. Okay, this is what I already know. Actually, I didn't notice. Your survival may depend on your guts level. Also, more guts helps you get more smashing hits. So it's basically your critical hit chance, but it can also mean, it can also apparently act a little bit like sturdy in Pokemon, where you can actually survive with one hit. So that's good to know. I actually didn't know that. I knew about smashing hits, but I didn't know what actually caused them, and it's actually guts. So go up a little bit. Got a UFO. These guys suck. And more of the sprouts. Yes, Peaceful Rest Valley is a giant misnomer. This place is not peaceful or restful at all. It's actually incredibly difficult to navigate. I'm not gonna be doing this a lot, to be honest. I'm gonna actually try to preserve PP as much as I can, but just because I am gonna be going back to town before too long, I want to make sure I can actually survive this fight. See, it's not a tough battle, but this adds up when you only have one party member. That's a lot of experience. 300. Wow. Yeah, it actually does take over 1,000 to actually level up though, so it's a fair trade at the moment. Cross bridge to Happy Village. It's out, so we have to go the long way around. I'm surprised I actually counted it not as a back attack, because it kind of looked like it was behind me. Yeah, there's just something simple about EarthBound's whole intrinsic design that I find fascinating, even if it is still kind of basic. I mean, I feel like EarthBound was in a weird era, and this applies to one of my other favorite cult classics of all time, which I'll talk about a little bit later. It came out at a bad time. For some weird reason, a pencil-shaped iron statue is blocking the path. Now, this isn't a thing that doesn't make sense, per se. There's actually a pun in Japanese, and I think it's a different type of statue. The statue is completely changed for the American version. So we basically need to get some way to get past the pencil statue. Therefore, we need to go back to Tucson to try to find a way to do so. Anyway, as I was saying, it's kind of a strange thing because this art style is something that you see constantly nowadays. People are always going for the retro look with their games. So it's just funny. This game was actually dismissed a lot at the time just for its graphics alone. When, quite frankly, it would actually be considered a good-looking game, I think, by today's standards, more so than back then. I've heard this point a lot. A lot of times sprites hold up better than character models. So yeah, obviously this game, in hindsight, people consider it to look really good. I think I've used this analogy in other videos, because I talk about Castlevania quite a bit, oddly enough, despite never actually playing a Castlevania. Hello, this is the Apple Kid. I've just finished working on this great invention. Get over here as fast as you can. This thing is so cool. See you soon. Slam. But I mean, compared to two Castlevanias that came out around the same time, you've got, Castlevania 64, which, it doesn't look that good by today's standards. But then you have Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and that game looks really good, even though actually looks a lot more basic. It wasn't trying to do as much, and actually succeeded because of that. I still consider Symphony of the Night and a lot of Konami games on the PlayStation 1, including Suikoden, to be some of the best looking games for the PS1. So yeah, it's kind of weird that both games are super old, and yet to me actually look better than a lot of the attempts at polygonal graphics back in the day. Well, let's see here. There's a broken machine inside. The broken machine doesn't actually matter for a really long time. It doesn't matter until we get to, I think, I want to say 3 or 4, not 4, say 3. We're looking for that so-called genius apple kid. As a true genius, I'll tell you that he's Bergen Park looking for you. So, we need to actually go to the hotel really quickly, or the department store, both work. Anyone who's blue is an enemy. Basically negative aura of Gigas' return, as I like to phrase it, is corrupting people. So that's why a lot of times when you defeat like certain characters, it's like, oh, they go back to normal. You don't actually like defeat them, kill them, whatever. I'm gonna take out like 200. I'm actually not gonna use the phone here because I think you have to pay a fee. Yeah, okay, it's $1. That doesn't matter. Blah 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 blah. Okie dokie, so we are good to go on that front. I just gotta kinda hang around and wait for the Escargot Express people to show up. Oh, this is Escargot Express. Your delivery charge is $18. You can cover the bill, right? Blah blah blah. 3 things. So I want to actually leave the broken machine with him because we don't need to worry about the broken machine for the time being. I'm debating leaving the Soundstone behind too, because we don't actually need the Soundstone for like anything for a little bit. But I think I should just keep it, just in case. We're gonna have more inventory very soon, luckily. So, yeah. That's appreciated. How much is this? 50? Yep. No more psychic messages from Paula this morning. So where we go? Now, some guides actually recommend buying another teddy bear for this, because that's just how intimidating Peaceful Rest Valley can actually be. I don't think that's entirely necessary, but this one's kind of low in health, is the scary part. So it's a little bit of a back and forth for me. If I should actually just buy a new one, sort of refresh it, so to speak. In any case, let's look for Apple Kid. Not sure how we're supposed to find Apple Kid, to be honest. That guy always looks like a shy guy to me for some reason. I'm feeling really out of it because I've been working all night, but finally the pencil eraser is ready. This machine will eradicate all pencil-shaped figures in just 1 second. It's incredibly powerful. Just don't use the nearest shop that sells pencils. Here, it's yours now. Yeah, it's got the pencil eraser. If I invent some other brilliant item, I'll call you. So yes, I'm debating if we need the receiver phone. Actually. Yeah, like, is that actually necessary? I'm actually weighing whether we need it or not. Because it's not super useful for anything. It just takes up space mostly. This is the wrong way. That's the 3, which actually we can't go the 3 that way. Minor spoiler, but they're having a little bit of a ghost problem right there. So yeah, we can't go there by foot. We have to actually take a bus or something. But we don't have to worry about that now. We can just instead go on our merry way to Peaceful Rest Valley once more. All the sprouts are gone, luckily. Again, I think that's random. Just good RNG there. I'm gonna be doing this a lot in this area. I mean, considering we named her, it's pretty obvious she's a party member, so yes, Paula is our next party member. We get her soon. And once we get Paula, that's a giant relief to me, because having an extra party member just offers that much more security. So once we get Paula, it's gonna be a lot easier, to be honest. Yeah, old school, we have to actually select the pencil eraser in the inventory. And voila, it has been erased. This area has another really scary enemy. But, photo first. I like how he sounds on the rock. He says the same thing every time, so I don't think I'm gonna keep reading it. Fuzzy Pickles! Ah, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. It's kind of out of the way. Because you have to go to a dead end to get the photo. I'm not gonna do an all photo run. Yes, these enemies suck. Because they can, like, Pokemon style explode and take you with them. So I will be avoiding them as much as I can, because they are not an easy enemy to face. But the good news is, because they take themselves out with this explosion, you can sometimes survive it thanks to the rolling HP. So the rolling HP is your friend here. What is this? Travel charm, but don't I already have a travel charm? I do, so that's not necessary. On the return trip I might pick that up, because, you know, we may or may not have another party member by then. But for now, I think I'm gonna ignore it. But again, it'll be a lot easier to navigate when we have another party member, to do damage, to take hits. Except not really. There's something stupid this game does that, makes getting a new character kind of difficult. Ain't having any of that. Okay, they're all gone. Sweet. By the way, I have no clue how to get through this area. Just FYI, I am like extremely not familiar with this place, so yes, we will be getting lost quite a bit, because this is something I wanted to do for this game. I wanted to have basic things like, oh, what level should I approximately be for a boss, so I don't like die and then have to lose a bunch of progress. Because when you make a let's play, you kind of are a little bit more hesitant about saving in case you have to redo a video. So yeah, I'm not using that many telephones, which is scary actually, because that means if I actually die, then we go back to either the previous restore point, because of Wii U, or we go back to the last place with a phone, which I think by this point would be One-It. Somewhere in One-It. Probably not Ness's house, I think I saved later than that, but still, point stands. I am going to try to be careful whenever possible. Trees are surprisingly fast, wow. Shoot. So we got to see one of these things. This is called a territorial oak. Brain shock does what exactly? I'm not sure what brain shock does. Yes, they tend to detonate when you actually defeat them, which is actually really scary. So this is the problem. So it detonated on the teddy bear, which was actually good luck. It's not a hit all. That's nice. I wonder who made the bridge impassable. Why would someone do this? Crud. Yeah, why would someone do this? Unless they don't want visitors at Happy Happy Village. That's a good way to look at it. I think we're getting near the end, I want to say. I've actually seen a Let's Play of this game before. That was a year ago, so my most recent experience with this game would actually be SGDQ, which was a little while ago. Just a little while ago. Hey, civilization. There's a cave there. That's important. I don't know what this even is, by the way. Spinning Robo. It's got special music. Get used to this music, we'll be hearing it a lot. Nighttime stuffiness. Now I wish I had that cold mess with me. But Otto, luckily, will deal with status ailments, which is actually extremely nice. Except he's just being a jerk, and then immediately casting it again. This is gonna take forever. So we need to cast PSI healing so we don't lose damage. Yeah, the cold medicine is with the other guy. We don't have a phone, we have a receiver, so that's a little bit sucky. Wait, how much does that take up? 5. I thought it took up 1 for a second. I got really confused. Now I'm trying to remember where we're actually going. I'm a little bit fuzzy on some of the details. Is this the same snake that we've seen before? The fact that it's running means it probably is. And the fact that we one-shot it. If you got like 1 experience, yep. So these are old enemies, which I am all for. Other than not leveling up, it's kind of nice seeing old enemies that don't one-shot you constantly. One day, Mr. Carpenter received a revelation. He now speaks the real truth. Excuse me, tourist. I'm collecting donations to help protect the world from contaminants. Donate whatever you can. I'll be your shadow then. Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting development. The insane cultists. Yes, they like the color blue, apparently. We'll be seeing more of that later. Ooh. This is kinda ugly. This is actually considered a decent way to level up if you actually are strong enough, because you can actually just wait until they keep calling their friends, and just basically fight a ton of them. So, yeah, you can do that. I'm not going to, because I think I'm already over level this is. I say as I hit level 16. A lot of good stat boosts. Max HP went up by 45. That rocks max PP went up by 12. That was a good level up. Okay, fine. Have a doll. Oh, oops. That's not what I meant to do. Have a dollar. Your good deed will be rewarded. Here's a postcard for you. Go and be happy. I'm actually trying to remember what this was in my inventory. Oh, that was the teddy bear. That's right. Not really horrible, but the scene on the front doesn't really make me want to go there. Even the cow is blue. I was just plain old cow, but Mr. Carpenter's messages always move me. Wow. A meager living farm. I think this is your inn. When it says lodging available, I think this is your inn. We're all like one big happy family in Happy Happy Village. Basically, our policy is to only allow family members to stay here in the village. However, if you're interested in learning about Happy Happyism, we may make an exception, let you stay for $50. Very well, be sure to do your blue blue chant before bedtime. Yeah, they like blue here, if you didn't know. What's that song? Like, who does that song? The I'm Blue song, because this is just what it's making me think of. For some reason. Not really a fan of the song, but, I don't know, this area kind of reminds me of it. Just a little bit. So we need to find something. I'm looking for something in particular where we need to go. I love how every time a random enemy comes on screen, the game lags really badly. That's not the kind of thing I hold too much against the game, because it's like, whatever. Frame rate drops happen in every game. There's a place ahead that can't be painted blue. It's a strange and anti-blue place. Can't stop thinking about it, and I can't even go near that place. Now, I think this is to our next year's sanctuary, but some actually say don't do it. Fun fact. Some say wait. Blue drugstore. I think this is where we need to go. I wanna say? Or is this back out where we came? I think this is where we came from. I'm a little bit lost, if you can tell. No, wait, this is right. This is the right place. I'm surprised we don't one-shot these, considering we've been seeing them literally since the beginning of the game. I'm also surprised they outspeed us. Ness is not a fast character, which you'll find out. So, later on in the game, you'll discover you definitely need other characters. And you have to sort of plan around a lot of what they do. Can I throw away the postcard? Because I'd rather have the cookie. There we go, got it. Voila. And the other one's just like, oh, I didn't get there in time. Can't carry it, so I'll leave the cookie behind. Yes, I think this is where we need to be. Who? Are you Ness? Ness, I'm so glad to see you. I had a dream that a boy named Ness was my destiny. And that was hard to believe, therefore I knew you would rescue me. If you didn't come, I would have had to try to bust out of here. You can't open the door, you'll have to get the key from Carpainter. He's got it hidden away. I heard Carpainter can control lightning. In that case, you should wear this Franklin badge, okay? What, do you want to get fried by lightning? Get rid of something so I can give you this Franklin badge. I like how it cuts to the chase a little bit. Da-da. Ness got the Franklin badge. I'll wait here until you return. Come back here and get me out once you defeat Carpainter. Don't worry about me. Just kick butt like I know you can. I think she comes with a teddy bear. Oh boy. Trying to remember, do we have to equip it, or is it just in the inventory? I think it's just in the inventory. Hey Ness, you're here just to bother me, aren't you? You can call me Master Pokey. Since Mr. Carpainter made me an important person, happy as him, you should join us, but I know you won't. I'm glad I joined, but I'm not going to fight you, but these guys will. Later, potato. I like how it's like two cultists and a crow. Like, what a weird combination of enemies. But yes, we wanted to do this first because if we did, we'd actually have a much harder time against Carpainter because he does use lightning attacks and the Franklin badge reflects lightning. As you may know if you have played Super Smash Bros. And I think Brawl Onwards has the, whatchamacallit, Franklin badge. I think that there are actually like real life Franklin badges, but they don't reflect lightning, so, yeah, just FYI. I need to go heal again. Man, I took a lot of damage. Do I have enough money? I think I do. Yeah, I think I have enough money. I should have like, yeah, 80, that's good. So I'm gonna go heal up, and then we'll go fight Carpainter. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more EarthBound!